Okay, so I'm back. I've got the panel all hooked up. I'll just shut the curtain quickly because it's really bright. Okay, so at the moment we're getting a lot of troubles. Clearly, because there's no resistors, I've got no AC. So we've got fire trouble. Something I didn't mention before is this has a dedicated 2-wire fire zone. So I'll be able to use all my 2-wire smoke alarms and such for a fire zone, which I'll be doing in this room. I've nicked the battery out of my old panel, and that's going to be coming down once I've got this all configured. So I think now I'm just going to put some resistors in there and configure all the zones, custom name them and get this set up and start to understand it. So if anyone's following along and they're trying to figure out how to set up their NAPCO Gemini alarm system, all I did was take the keypad out of the box and get the wire plugged in. I've insulated all these other wires from themselves. These are for expansion zones in the keypad, and a lot of them aren't used. All you need is red, black and green in the keypad that says remote bus, and it will, when you first power it on, it'll say out of system, but if it's a brand new panel it should automatically find the panel and the keypad and register it. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'll be back once I've stuck some resistors in all the zones and make sure all the faults clear apart from AC. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so all the resistors are in now. We'll repower up the panel and we should only get an AC failure. So I'm just plugging it in now. And hopefully it should, there we go. Okay, so we've got system ready, so that's always a good sign. That means all the zones are good. So we've obviously got a system trouble. I'm not yet sure how to check on these things. I still haven't done much research into that sort of thing. I'm going to refer to the manual quickly and see how to check the troubles, because I know what that'll be. There's no AC in there. But just to make sure that's the problem, I'll check that now. Okay, so I've figured out how to check for troubles. You go into menu, then press menu again. You've got system trouble, let's see what it is, enter. And as you can see, just AC failure. So this way we can actually arm it. And we'll go away. So now it's got the countdown. So I take it it's so I guess the next step would to be to change my user code, customize the zone names. So what I have while that's arming is I've got a wireless module on this panel that I want to move over if I can get to it. This is the module here. So it just allows for wireless devices. It's like a retrofit kit. I also want to check if that transformer in there is 16 volts AC, so I can reuse it in this panel and then eventually just find one for this or sell it off. If anyone in New Zealand's interested in a security system that's perfectly working, let me know. Obviously zone 6 is tripped on this because I've opened up the yeah, so it's got battery failure there because I've unplugged the battery, and 6 is open circuit because I've fiddled with this tamper switch here. See if I close this and open it. And this is the outdoor alarm. So that's all wireless, so that's what I'm hoping to move over to this system. So it says now that system's armed over here. I might unplug a resistor just for giggles and see what happens. Zone 1 should be the default entry-exit delay zone. Yep. I think if I unplugged any other resistor, it would have gone straight into alarm. So I'll wait for that and see what happens. Obviously there's no alarms plugged in, so it's just gonna be a clicking relay and the panel might do something. I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. So if there was an alarm plugged in, then it would be saying alarm on zone 1, and when I customize it, it will say, I think I'll have zone 1 as front door. So if I can, it's quite hard to push these buttons, they're quite new. That's not my code. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm just gonna put it down for a second. Oh, I might be able to do it. Whew. Keypad is surprisingly loud. So I think I'll leave it at this for now and actually do some research, read some paperwork. This was kind of a poorly executed installation guide. I'm sure you got some information out of it. But if anyone has this system and they're having difficulties configuring it, then let me know if you want me to make an in-depth installation guide from everything pulled apart, installing all the zones, everything, and setting it up properly. I'll do some research and get to know the user interface on here. Because also on this keypad there are something they call, I think they're EZM zones. So there's actually 2 zones on, yeah, EZM zones. There's 2 zones on this keypad, which explains all these wires here, and a programmable output. I don't know much about the programmable outputs yet. Obviously a bit of reading will help that. And while I'm away, I'll search for a 16-volt transformer, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you liked this video or if it was too long and boring. I kind of went off task a little bit. But yeah, thanks for watching.